Katie, you and I met at the $100 million day with Ryan McKean, Brett Tremblay. There was a bunch of all the right people there. I was so excited to meet a fellow Michigander, and was really excited to hear because I didn't know how fast your firm had taken off. And it's been less than a year since you started your practice, correct?
Yes, we just celebrated 1 year in January. So
Congratulations. Congratulations. You are family law, but you're wearing many hats because in Michigan, where you're located, beautiful territory, like some of the other parts of Michigan. And it's a community that needs you to wear many different hats within your practice, right?
right, yes. And so this year I'm going to be trying to steer and specialize a little bit more, but probably more than half of my practice right now is family law. Mhm.
And how about what do you think has made your practice take off so quickly?
I guess there's a need in Northern Michigan for attorneys, and especially attorneys with my background. I mean, I've got a background in sales and a lot of different areas, aerospace. My bachelor's degree is from Spring Arbor University in family relations education, so that's kind of like social work. And so when people call, I'm a really good listener. And so I've been answering the phones myself, and just hired my first assistant through Get Staffed Up and at the beginning of January. And then actually this morning I got a firm phone line that she can answer. So she's going to start answering the phone.
I think, Katie, in all honesty, that was one of the things that really drew me to you was the fact that you were such a great listener and a great conversationalist, right? Like I honestly felt like I knew you for a long time when we met that night at the conference. And I'm sure that your clients really trust you and you're fostering such great relationships, which again, don't sell yourself short. That's what makes a practice grow, right?
Mm-hmm.
What made you make the decision for an executive assistant first?
The decision to hire an executive assistant first was based on the fact that I looked at all of my time. Where am I spending my time?
Mm-hmm.
And I was so bogged down with administrative work, or I need to look into researching this topic or that topic, or what am I going to do on different things. And then I actually had a backlog of leads as well. And so I needed somebody that could help me catch up on everything while I'm trying to do my job as the attorney.
How is it going? Was it like how long do you think it was before your VA was able to hit the ground running? Like what was the training period like? What did teach her about your systems?
So she came on at a really good time because actually I was using Clio. And so it's kind of, we're still in a training process, but she has prior experience. Get Stepped Up found me someone that has worked in a law firm before, and she just kind of intuitively knew what to do.
I'm wondering, I'm sure end game is not the correct phrase for this, because once you reach it, you'll probably have something different in mind. But for this stage of your growth path, what would you say is the end game?
Right now, my end game would be to get myself to a point where I'm managing the firm. I'm the managing attorney, and I've got other attorneys and paralegals and legal assistants and BAs under me that are doing, most of the work. And then I'm taking the cases that mean something to me. I'm doing the legal work that I actually like doing. And then I'm able to, do things like travel or take time off, things like that, instead of being stuck at my desk 7 days a week. And I want my staff that I'm building out at that point to be able to have, a good work-life balance. And, I do a lot of family law, but it's not my favorite thing. There's just a huge need for it in Northern Michigan. And this is just where I find myself right now. I'm fairly good at it. I've been fairly successful with it. And I say that from a humble perspective because I only have a year under my belt, but it seems like I've been fairly successful. My clients are happy, but it's just not the area that I want to practice forever. And so I think at some point I will hire somebody that will take over the family practice portion, and then I can just oversee it or add in my 2 cents.
Well, I'm really looking forward to see what happens to you in the next couple of months, next couple of years, because at the rate at which you're expanding, it must be very exciting as well.
It is.
I am.
It is. It is. I was at a family function this last week, and everyone was surprised to see me there, because before I owned the firm, I had other jobs where I couldn't get time off of work, and now that I run my own firm, I can take time off as long as I don't need to be in court as I need to. And especially now that I have the virtual assistant, and they wanted to know, how are you here in the middle of the day? And I said, I hired a full-time assistant. He said, you must be doing really well if you have a full-time assistant. I said, oh yeah.
I'm very happy to hear this. I really am. And don't keep us a secret. But other than that, there's so many different aspects where I think we'll be seeing a lot of you. So one of the things that you mentioned, and I can guess, I won't dare to say I'm pretty sure, but I can imagine maybe you've already put some thought into this. You like telling people what are the healthy practices and what they can do. Once that's in social media, it also becomes a lead magnet. So I'm looking forward to any type of or what type of presence you want to have. I'm looking forward to looking how your firm is going to continue to grow and expand. And I can imagine the people that work with you will also be an extension of the type of service that you offer to everyone else.
Right.
Katie, it's been amazing getting to know you, getting to know your story as well. And if there's one last thing that I'd like to ask is to please let people know where they can find you and what you can do for them.
Okay. Well, you can find me on LinkedIn. I have a website as well, komoroskylaw.com. And, I do all kinds of practice areas. And if you're looking for an attorney in Michigan, you should definitely give me a call.
Well, thank you very much, Katie, and thank you for joining us in today's Candid Convo.